All right, let's just get right into things. I thought I clicked on my bed. No, but I can't sleep yet. We'll wait for people to just kind of fill in here. I think I just posted everything up in Discord, so we should be good to go. There we go. Video is live. Looks like sound is live. And yeah, game's live. Okay, yeah, everything's good to go. Perfect. Cool. All right. Where to start? Let's go ahead and just take a glimpse at everything we've worked so hard on for the past couple of weeks. And we're getting eerily close to a finished game. There's some things that I want to change. Like maybe what's going on back here in this corner. The barn is set up and ready to go for the redstone input for the game. What else do we got? Yeah, the lake's ready to go in. This will be a shooting gallery here and some trains and planes and automobiles. That's all we need. Ooh, a plane would be kind of cool flying by, but we won't do that just yet. I've got to get this back entrance thing bit done here up and around. This is going to be a place for the imposter to kind of be able to sneak between games. They'll be able to come into this one. I'll have to change this door out. They'll be able to sneak in like little ports here and there. The backside of this game, they'll be able to sneak in that way. Yeah, just different access points back here, backside of the barn, and so on and so forth. Maybe something around the waterfall. Little pipe action. Maybe we'll have a imposter-only pipe heading off in this direction that comes up and out somewhere. Things to be considered. But all right, let's start. I want to start with some games today, or the idea of where games are going to go. I do know that the games require hoppers. Do I have? I do. Redstone, lots of redstone, dust and torches, comparators, observers. We have any observer? Or no, we more comparators, repeaters. What I meant to say. Okay. I'm thinking the best thing I can do is pop open like the Among Us game map. Is that my elytra? I think we need to go get a new elytra first. Oh, we're out of good elytras. That's really unfortunate. Well, we're going to have to just stink with one of these simply mending ones. That's okay. All right. I think we are good to go. Is this thing live? Can anybody get in? Can I open up my own live? How do I do that? How do I open up my own live to see if it's accessible? Well, to be determined, I guess. All right. Let us start somewhere. We've got to decide how these games are going to work, and I think I've got kind of a running idea. And I want to make modifications of the Among Us games, which should be in a list on their website. Okay. And I do also think that the tasks come in different variations. I think we've got a storybook telling the story of what we're going to do here. Let me make sure I keep my YouTube guy open there. I think if we head on down here, one of these guys should have a book of notes. And it may take some digging, but there's a book around here somewhere with little tippy hinty things. I know there's a book somewhere, right? Somewhere. Or not. Okay, the book does not exist. That is fine. Let's go get a book, I guess. I thought we had a book with all of our answers. Okay. Well, I guess that's first things first. We're gonna go get a book, a pen and paper, so we can keep track of some of this stuff. What do I need for a book? Oh boy, it's been a while. I need to find a chicken. I know that's step one, which might be harder. Easier said than done, I suppose, huh? Ouch. Sheep? Chicken. I see chicken. Off with ye head. I don't need that. I just need the feather. And an ink sac, which we do have. And a book. I believe that gets us in a book and quill. I do believe. I've been wrong many times before. I do have some ink sacs. Yep. And now we can just hobble our way into town, and I think we should have some stuff laying about in here somewhere. If I were a book, that's exactly where I would be. That's exactly where I thought I'd put a book. There we go, book and quill. That's all we needed. All right. Unless the book and quill is probably in here somewhere. Candidly, it probably exists. I need these. It probably exists in one of these barrels. Maybe not. There is one out there somewhere that has the beginning of our Among Us stuff. It's been a long time since we've worked on this and been live, so the notebook is officially gone. But we can get down here and start, you know what, we'll end up here. Start addressing the game mechanics and what games we're going to put in here. So let's make sure we title it. Okay, inverted typing. Craft Us. So the way that Among Us works is it is divided into a few different task sets, I'll call it. Hold on, here we got... All right. It's divided into a few different task sets. So they have common tasks. Let's bullet these, I guess. There's common tasks, if I could spell. There is long tasks. And then I think the third one, common, long, oh, short, duh, and short tasks. And I believe, or I do know that these can be divided into things. So typically you're going to have 2 common tasks at maximum 2 common tasks, sorry. Maximum of 3 long tasks. And I think, well, we can do whatever we want. 5 short tasks. Now, I don't think I will make that the official rules because that will be a very long game. A very long game. Let me see real quick. So, with that said, what I want to do is decide what these tasks are going to be. So we've got each of these, yeah. I think I'm ready to decide what the tasks are going to be. And what I want to use is I'm going to use a baseline from the game of Among Us itself. So we're actually going to use Among Us's list of tasks. Now they've done updates. They've got different things. Tara, hey, welcome. Thank you for coming and hanging out. How is your evening going? And it's getting kind of late here, so I'm getting a little sleepy, but I told myself I would do this. So I think the first thing is going to be to do is to decide durations. I think 1 long task per round is good, and then maybe like 3 short tasks and 1 common task. Ideally, it would be fantastic if rounds were about 5 minutes apiece. So the game, is going to take about 6 rounds probably to get over with on average. So it's going to be a 30-minute game, which I think is just enough time to keep pique people's interest. So yeah, I'm going to where do I want to put this at? I'm gonna go. We'll go here. We're gonna go. Oh well, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna put 1 just after that. I think 1 long task and 3 short tasks is good. Now the short task I want to take anywhere between like 20 and 40 seconds, and maybe we'll tab that down here. Let's go short tasks. You know what's also bothering me is that this is the only one that I capitalized the T, that's gonna drive me bonkers. We're gonna change that right now. Task. Hey, congratulations. I didn't have any pie, unfortunately. But I did celebrate. I am a there's a STEM individual, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So I have to, by law, I have to celebrate pi because I am part of the STEM peeps. So, okay, so short tasks, I'm thinking, just bullet some things out here. I want them to be between 20, is there a better way to bullet in this game? Can you, you know what, we'll just do it this way. Between 20 and 40 seconds. 20 and 30. I'm going to be on 15 to 30. 15 seconds standing still, excuse me. It's a long time. So if we do between, yeah, I think that's good. I think long tasks. I don't know why my S button is being funky. I think these will probably land between, let's go just around a minute. Around 1 minute. I think a little above, a little below is okay, but that's kind of where I want those to sit. And then I don't have room for the common task because I've tabbed too many times. And then common, these are a little different. So short tasks are individual to players. You get 3 random short tasks. You're going to get 1 random long task. And then everybody, so the way Among Us works, and this is a rule that I didn't know existed, a common task is a task that only the crewmates share. And it's a commonality between everybody except for the imposter. So it's one of those like things like, hey, what were you doing? What was the common task you were doing? And somebody says, I was doing medbay, and you go, okay, well, the common task that I had, so either all the players have the same one, all the crewmates have the same one, or not one at all, I guess is the way that works. So you can kind of trick the guy into giving away his role that way. So common task, one of them, anywhere between 30 and 30 to 60 seconds, I think. I mean, it's just another common task. I'm gonna do it this way. So that will, if everybody is able to just do their task, that would be 2.5, we'll call it 4 minutes of just tasks, and then you get a little walking between things. Like, I think this is very doable. So a round should last about 5 minutes. Pending there's a bunch of stuff in between. Yeah, I think it's fine. I'm trying to think of minutes. Again, a minute's a long time. So anyways, short tasks. I think we just need to bullet out some things, and I want to have a list of quite a few of them. That way this can be a ongoing growing kind of thing. So if we just go through the original tasks from Among Us, the game itself, there's, oh gosh, okay, what do we have? We have chart course. I don't know how we do that. We got build sandcastle. So there's some like small things here. There is one that I do know that we can do, and it's the asteroid shooter, and that I think is going to be a long task. And I think my long task I'm going to do, instead of asteroid shooter, it'll be, we call it target practice, or we'll come up with some fun names later. But that one will be the targets that we put. It's very dark and gloomy. Back here on this wall, we're going to have like a little archery thing set up. And there is a dark spot, apparently, right there, unfortunately. I thought I made this whole place spawn-proof. We'll have to assess that. I think we're going to have an X marks a spot. You're going to stand here, and you're going to shoot the targets on the wall until you light all 6 of them up. And then it'll clear, and you'll be good to go. Your task is done. So that's one where you're standing very still. Now, I don't like them standing just out in the open, so maybe I'll have to put another little beacon thing on the wall here in case somebody gets killed. But I might have to put some sort of barrier here or something to prevent them from just being, seen from all the way across the map. You could be over at I Got Junk and see somebody get killed over here, or, in the bakery or something. So I have to figure out how to divide this. Maybe enough trees and foliage covering stuff up, but that is that task. Pretty easy, pretty plain, simple, to the point. I think there's just so many of them that are mindless little things. We've got clear asteroids. Technically, they claim is a short visual. Oh, that's different, I think. I think it's different. So data upload is one. Yeah, I think there's something to be said about, I think, so fishing is another one. I think it'd be a long task. And my plan on that is maybe you have to capture, I don't know, we'll call it 3 fish. You get 3 fishes. Maybe 3 cod. Maybe more specific than that. After 3 cod, you're good to go. Or maybe it's 1 cod and cook. Let's do 1 cod, cook. There we go, 1 cod, cook. So you'll capture a cod, you fish until you get a cod, everything else goes in the garbage. Once you get a cod, you can pop into, you pop into the fishing hut house thing here, which is missing a door. Interesting. Cook up the cod, place it into something, which maybe I replace this with the barrel. So you cook it, place it in the barrel, and then it sucks it through. There's a thing in here to see if somebody's died. I like that. So that's 2 long tasks. I think long tasks are easier than short tasks. I guess it comes down to time. If this only takes 40 seconds to fish, and it might be less than that. So that's that one. I think we should maybe go get rid of the rain. I think it's time to head over and sleep. I don't want to look at this any more than anybody else does. I think stoking the engines might be one in Among Us, and we can do the same thing because I'm going to build a train. So I think that'll work really well. I wonder if I can. Probably not. Probably not. I wonder if I could sort. I've got the Among Us task pulled up. I wonder if I could sort them based on maps, because I haven't played Among Us in years. So, okay, that's 2 tasks done, and we really haven't gotten much done. Oh, and we've got visitors. Nice, nice, great. Okay, so the barn's gonna be something. Let's just, we're going to free cam so we can check this out. The barn's gonna have a task. Not decided yet what this is gonna be. I thought we were gonna do something with the bakery, maybe do a little cooking, but we've got this downstairs in the bakery, which I think is really interesting. We can use for something down here, but the cellar that Izzy created. And then upstairs is the bakery that Oda made, and maybe we'll do something in there as well. I'm having a hard time deciding if I do something up here. I have to figure out how to hide the redstone circuit separate from this one. So I'll have to figure out how to make 2 different indicators here of a potential killing spot. Okay. I could have swore I had a document. Maybe I've got a document on my computer saved. Actually, you know what? We're going to look into that. It might be something I have. Let's see. Let's see. Lots of untitled craft us, actually. There's a document here. Need to create map. Of course, I need to do that. Emergency meeting button. Got it. Voting system task. Oh, here we go. Baker's dozens. Find all the components to bake a baker's dozens of cookies. 13 cookies would be 2 wheat, 1 cocoa for 8 cookies. Need 4 wheat, 2 cocoa. So, okay. Okay, so baker's dozens is a good one. That's a mindless 15-second task. So that goes in here as bakers. We'll call it Oda's dozen. So that's that. Yeah, I don't think I was going to do shearing the sheep. I don't think that works because shearing the sheep would require a lot of different sheep. I think this one, target practice, also was named Duck Hunter, which is funny. Or dialed in, that's another option. Be 6 targets, make a, get a bow, put it together. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, is this, this is a short one. Bop It. If anyone remembers the game Bop It, that's where you pull it, twist it, bop it, whatever. So maybe we can do like a pull a lever, bop a button, twist an item frame, and when you get all 3, it activates. Yeah, when you do all 3, that'll be interesting. I'll actually that one might be hard to do. Okay, so we got baker's dozen. We just need to put a wheat field, some cookies, some cocoa beans out, which we'll do on our custom trees. So a wheat field's in the works. I think we can do target practice right now. I have to build this hillside, which is fine. I've got to do it anyways. We might as well do it. I just need to figure out what my gradient is going to be beyond stone as I work my way up. So that's the only thing I need to figure out now. And we can also do the cocoa beans, the farm game, by also going and visiting Feather's farm, and maybe we'll put a little rolling wheat field out here and avoid our neighbors over there. Okay. I've got a general plan. Not a very good one, but a general one. Hello, gentlemen. Let us start maybe building Duck Hunter first. I think Duck Hunter, dialed in, whatever you want to call it, is the first one. And dialed in, actually, you know what? I like that too. I just thought of another one. We'll save that name. We'll reuse it. Dialed in. Let's do it here. 3. Dialed in. And that'll be turning item frames. Similar to pull it to bop it, but it'll be turning maybe like 3 consecutive frames until it activates the appropriate things. Okay, dialed in's a good one. Like the dial knobs on a radio station or something. Okay, so we've got that all decided. I'm a little hesitant. Let's get rid of our redstone bits. We won't need those for a hot minute. I'm a little hesitant. Yeah, about building this wall, I gotta think about this. We should be good. We should be dialed in. Yeah, we should be able to just do this. I don't know why I'm hesitating here. Again, I don't know the gradient, but this secondary wall is like a backdrop. What's going on here? I think I decided to move some stuff around, maybe? Excuse-moi. What did I do here? Why did I do it this way? What have I done? I mean, maybe there's a reason this is like this, but we're going to cover it back up. So this wall is the flattest portion. This will have to be a grass block. I think I'm making sense. Part of this is also going to be a waterfall, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Hey, boy. If I fill this in, nothing can go wrong, surely. This will all be fancy blocks. Same with this one. Don't know why I did that. So that should be the flat wall, and then we got to work up from there. We got to decide where we think. So I want the waterfall to land here, so this wall is going to kind of lean out and over our heads here. And I want the water to land here, I believe. Right here. Yeah, that's a good spot. All right, let's just start filling this wall in. We'll just rough it in. And at some point in time, I need to start concaving this guy. So let's just a couple of them, a little bit of pain. Okay. Oh, coming in hot. Okay. I think that'll do. And we'll bring some of this one in. And then we'll just go up a little bit. My plan is to just keep building it in one row at a time. All the way up without making the map look stupid. So let's just do this. Dumb. It looks dumb. But we got to keep going out, so that's fine. We'll do one here. We'll skip that one. Oh, over. Like that. That's how the wall's going to look. Oh, wait, we can go out at the same time, though. Hold on. Oh, no, out has to go vertical. What am I thinking? Oh, boy. If we do that, cover that in. I think what I'm trying to say in a roundabout way is that this needs to cut in. Blazer, hey, what's up? Welcome. Thanks for coming and hanging out. How's your evening going? Yeah, I think if I just build this up and we're just gonna make it up as we go. Just keep checking. I hit the wrong button. Okay. Keep checking what we're doing. It's a little wonky. I don't want it to be too straight, but we have to build this. I'm kind of going the wrong spot. Yeah, it needs to come out away from this wall a little more. But we have a lot of height to go. Oh my goodness, I'm zoomed out. Decide where our waterfall is going to go. I think that'll be a big tail is where this is going to go. So maybe we'll set this up. I want the water to fall. Yeah, from here. Now, how high? Higher. Waterfalls are crazy. Way higher. What are we at? 90? I like that number. That's a good number. How do we look? So if you were standing roughly here and you were shooting targets on a wall, that's a pretty good height. I think we go any higher, you won't be able to hit the top ones. Or I won't. I'll suck at this. I'm the worst with the bow. So let's just pretend water's going to fall from here. Do I have a bucket of water? I have a bucket. We can change this. The old flyby. I didn't click fast enough. Oh no, and I created an impenetrable bay. Oh wait, you can fly out of the... Duh. Where'd it go? Oh. So that'll be the waterfall. Nice. Perfect. Minus some obvious details. Like that looks really dumb. So now I just need to fill this wall in a concaved, not a convex, a concave. Nope, a convex. Convex is outwards. And outwards archway here. So I want the rock face to slowly creep out until it's about right there. The waterfall will come down nice and pretty. And then we're going to put a bunch of these target blocks, which I took out of my inventory, into the wall. So when you stand at this game, the game is to stand here and shoot all 5 or 6 of these. And yeah, that should be Cap. Nice. Cap is aboard. Finishing up an episode. Lovely. Love to hear that. Oh no, I love audio issues. Let me make sure that I got my settings. Let's go open a recording just in case. And I will say hi to the big bug. Just so you're aware. It is exactly that. Oh wait, just hopping on the grind a little. I'm sick of tutorial videos. I need some decompressions. Yeah, no, that checks out. Oh, I also need to get mobs to spawning here. It's a good hiding spot. Well, how's everybody doing tonight? Cat wants to know how y'all are doing tonight. Let's put this on there. I think this will help alleviate some of that pain. We got a little dark spot in here. We'll figure that out later. All right. So building this is going to be a pain. I did not expect to have to do all this, but anyways, let's just crack on with it. No time like the present. I just need a bunch of stone, just a bunch more stone and some daylight. And an easier way to get back to my bed. Now that I've terraformed all this, I'm struggle bussing. Nice. What you working on? We're struggling. I just wanted to know we're struggling. All right. Here we go. Where to start? How to make a cliff? How to make a cliff? You know what? Not often do I build cliffs, so. Wait, tired and good and ready for the week? What do you mean ready for? Don't be preparing for the week. It's the weekend, man. You gotta toss that aside. Enough of that week talk in here. I'm over it. I'm already over next week. I ain't even here yet. Okay. That's a little better. I think this has to be, you know what? I think we have to exaggerate this way more to get our archway right here. I think. And it also needs to be over there. That's for sure. That's throwing me off. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't know why that's the water looks good. I don't like that. Maybe I don't like shaders anymore. That's bothering me. Nice. That's the shape I want right there. But this shape needs to extend as it goes up. I might lose these guys, which is fine. So then we'll just pop out a little bit. Again, just make things as random as possible. Maybe this one will hug in a little closer. That was scaffold. Nice. We got some scaffold. We get carried away with scaffold. Let's go 2, 1. Uh-oh. I don't want them to match, though. Somehow I've created the exact same shape on both sides. Nice. Where does that start? Do 2, 1. Gross. But you know what? Natural caves look gross. This is supposed to look natural. Are we getting close already? Not really. I don't know why you can break scaffold fast enough to hurt yourself. We beat the week because it's week. Yes, we did indeed beat the week. I'm going to be honest. It felt like there for a while the week was going to beat me. But I prevailed. Did not let the week take me on. Okay, let's... Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh gosh, it looks terrible. Okay. Something's happening. Yep, sometimes you just gotta keep punching the blocks. and place the ones in the wrong spot, we're gonna have to do an XP grind in our pickaxe here in a minute. Oh, this whole stream's gonna go kaput. I think I've already terraformed this wall. That's such a booger. I think we're gonna have to pop this wall out a little bit, like a so, and just fill her on in. Oh gosh, I don't know what I've gotten myself into. Oh, why am I building a cliff? All right, all right. Oh no. I'm gonna get up here. No, we're just gonna do this. We're gonna brute force it. That's what we're doing. Brute force time. Are we? Why did I feel like we're getting close? We're not even close yet. Oh boy. All right. I have a plan. It's not much of one. I do like this. I like the shadow it casts. It'd be a little dark. I think there would be caves cliffs are so brutal to be honest. Trying to make them look natural. Yeah, it's gonna be super hard to make this look natural. Thankfully I do have. I can look at this. I can look at this and gleam inspiration, which is good. I don't know how you look at this and gleam inspiration. It just looks like random blocks everywhere. So we got to deal with that. But yeah, it's not looking bad. I wanted it a little concavey. I wanted there to be like a block back here in the shadow. So your first shot is going to be way down in that little corner. And then like maybe one up over there. And maybe one in that pocket that I'm going to kind of create there. And then one way up the top, I think. I think that's the plan. So what did I do here? I want to make this pocket recessed a little bit, I think, to kind of, yeah. I want it to take, yeah, the pressure off the waterfall a little bit. So if we just have an extra block in here somewhere, we'll just do something like that. So that created like a pocket. It should have created like a pocket. We're made like a sideways scream mask, but close enough. Close enough. Yeah. We just won't put another eyeball here and it won't look that bad. I think if I can change the... Ooh. Super not important, but it would be kind of cool to put a geode on the side of this wall. Oh, we could put a geode right there. It'd be cool. It'd be cool if a geode was showing through. I don't want to make more work for myself. I've already got too much of that work. I've got an entire game to build, but that would be really cool. I think if anybody's going to help me, come build me a geode. Crafters? If one of the crafters wants to craft and do some crafting crafts, come craft me a geode. That's all I ask. We're close. We're close. I hate this wall, but we're close. Yep. Yep, don't like it. I'm going to have to bring another archway in from the side. This has to be a geode. It's driving me nuts. It just looks like I forgot to do something. Which could also very well be true. There might also be something I'm just forgetting to do. Oh shoot, that was supposed to be... Oh well. You know what? Maybe mistakes are good when you're building a cliff face. I feel like there's a positivity to the... Because I'm trying to make it as natural as possible, so if I just make a bunch of mistakes, it should look natural. Cap, he's here. He's in chat. Cap's in chat. You'll get the crappiest geode, man. I doubt that. It would be a beautiful. It'd be my favorite geode on the server. Wow. There's something about this that looks like an eyeball with like a droopy eyeball and a mouth. And we've got to change that. It looks like I melted a Halloween scream mask, and this is the outcome. Yeah. There's some more shaping to do here. More shaping to do for sure. But we're getting close to the final product. I just need to get up here. There's so much more to go. And I don't want the waterfall to be on its own. It needs to have... It's got to have some depth to it as well. Like it needs support in all the right ways. And I might be supporting it in all the wrong ways by doing this. But I think if we just had a little bit of face there, and then we somehow fix this part. I've made like a giraffe looking thing. This is going horribly wrong. Oh boy, this might have needed to be a creative adventure to map out some ideas here. But no, you know what? We're going to keep going. We'll keep making mistakes together. It's fun. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Something like that. Some of these. Maybe we'll even get crazy and I'll block in some of this. My map that I made that looks super beautiful is about to look real ugly. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yep. I feel like I would have been more successful building a flat wall and just sticking TNT everywhere and letting it go and see what happens. But we didn't, so here we are. I may bring, I think taking some of this out actually and bringing that in is going to make a substantial difference. I think if you got down here, poke a few of these out, make sure we save them all because these are expensive stinking blocks, especially this tough. And the andesite, actually, oddly enough, andesite's a pain in the butt to get. If I block this in, and then bring the wall in? I'm asking a lot of questions, not answering a lot of... yeah, I think. Something along these lines. I don't want to go another one, I don't think, but maybe we will. Yeah, we'll just click as fast as we can while jumping. That's how you build a wall. Nice. Yeah. Yabba dabba do. But the good thing, I can fix this because I can do some shaving. So maybe this doesn't look as silly if it's part of like... Okay, maybe that's the answer. Maybe I just needed to shave a little bit off. I don't mind that. Let me back up real quick. Yeah, it's less facialer, if that's a word. It is now, facialer. We just need to put some more blocks back in place now. And demolish, and put back, and demolish, and put back. Over, and over, and over, and over. Okay. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Careful. Oh, bamboo's my favorite stuff in the world. All right. It's getting better. It's getting better. It couldn't get worse. It's only uphill from here, to be completely honest with you. I mean, it looks like a wall, and that's what it's supposed to be. This wall does need to get big. It's got to cover... I mean, eventually it's going to cover up that mess. So I do need this wall to kind of grow, and then surround the game stuff. I don't think we want to show that. I kind of wish it was underground and you played the game in reverse. But that's too late for that. I'm not rebuilding that stuff anymore. I don't mind this. I think if we detail out a little bit in here, maybe add one more layer up this. And then fill all of this in. So you'll just completely, there'll be a line across, yeah, a big old wall. How much do we, let's go grab a little bit more stone. And let's just fill that sucker in and see what happens. We can always take it back out. I will build a new beacon and strip it all back out if we hate it. Andesite. Then we should have oodles of stone left. I don't think I'll ever go through all the stone that we have. Easy place mode, excuse me? Yeah, not a chance. Not a chance. Alright, so we're going to start right here. Where's our last half slab? This is supposed to be half slabbed. Apparently I didn't make it that far. So if I just start somewhere in here, and if we just... I like the idea of putting 2 new blocks. And then I wanted to build this in, right? Let's just get down a little bit and see if we can. There we go. Uh-huh. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I'm kind of stuck here. This is my life. I live here now. All right, something like that. I don't know why I just went Australian there. Don't know why I also placed things up top. Didn't mean to do that. And now we build this whole thing in, which looks like we did half slab this, but they all get to go. So this dub, it's a dub. Nice. Okay. I guess I'm just filling this whole thing in. I don't think there's any reason not to at this point. I'm gonna try to single file this. I don't want it to be 3 wide, if that makes sense. I want it to all be 2 wide. Don't know why that's the number it stuck in my head, but so whatever I do, if I extend anything out, I gotta make sure it's not beyond. This whole backside's gonna have to come back off later, but it's fine. Well, you guys came to enjoy the greatness of placing stone blocks over and over and over again. I hope you're happy with the choice you made, because this is your life now, is just watching me do this forever. Are we getting better? Not bad, not bad. It looks like it's leaning strong to that side. We could run the sloped bit out, extend it a little bit so it ties in back here, so it's a lot more gradual and not just a big steep jump. It's your favorite. I appreciate that, Cap. Yeah, I think that's what we'll go with. I also just realized I'm extending the face of this, which I liked this gradient, and I was considering doing an additional gradient as we continued up, because I have to cover this somehow. This is going to be an act of God, truly, to cover this up. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Realize it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be awkward. Maybe it stays. Maybe it's just open like that, I guess. Maybe we put something else over it. Haven't really decided. Yeah, you know what? Let's stick with what we're doing. I think we're making the right approach here. Just every so often, pop another piece out. That's not what I meant. I think this will help tie everything together. And it'll burn up all of this extra stone that I didn't know what to do with. So, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yeah, I think, oh, you mean like all the way up top, the luscious, I do actually like that. It's not a bad approach. Yeah. I think when I originally did this, I actually never designed the top because I didn't know what I was going to do. So my original plan was to, I think I've made a grave mistake here, but that's okay. I think my original plan was to try to transition into the stalactite dealios, but I actually like the idea of like a big lusciousness forest kind of on top. And that might give me reason to give more body to that forest. I mean, this is going to come down, probably more custom forest that I did on the backside and all the custom trees in our settlement down there. So maybe I bring those trees up this path that leads to Among Us, and that gives us a reason to plant trees and foliage across and have it droopy over the, yeah, droopy over, even covering up part of this, as well as the lusciousness kind of rolling down and covering up the waterfall as well. And maybe we should do something better with this waterfall. It's not a bad waterfall. You know, I mean, it's just water that's falling. But we could do some sort of animated effects, use some glasses and some different variant colors to kind of make it look like dingy water if it's going to be coming off of a waterfall. How am I going to tie in over there? What have I done to myself? Cool. I'm glad we're on the same page, Blazer. I think that'll be... I like that idea. I do like that idea. Now, the only idea I don't like is the one I'm having right now, because it's given something... I feel like we got to get back and look at this. I'm scared. Oh, it's not bad. That's a little triangular. It's not bad. You'd feel closed in. I don't know if I like how this ties into the building. I might have to nudge out a notch here, which I think I might do right away. Just do a little loop in here. Yeah, it's a Tiki Parker. So one of the challenges I thought about when it comes to the tasks, so obviously we have like the common task, long task, short tasks, is for maybe on one of the short tasks. So there's going to be 3 max. I got to think this through. There's going to be 3 max per game. You got to do 1 long task, you have 1 common task, and you have 3 short tasks you have to finish as a crewmate or as a crafter. So even though we have to do 3 of these, I probably should have like a dozen. Probably a dozen different short tasks. And one of them I considered was a parkour situation. And maybe it's just as much as like you said, maybe running up the side of this cliff or the waterfall. You're kind of making your way up and you just got to like push a button at the top. And that's like your task. The problem with that being is if it's not over water, you take the chance of somebody falling and dying to the parkour, which then takes them out of the game itself. Like it becomes like a weird... There's a balancing act there. But parkour over the water would work. What if we made Podcast Pier Parkour Pier? This is the Podcast Pier Shack from Izzy and Lane. It could be Parkour Pier. Maybe you come out here, you parkour across. That way if you fall, you splash in water, you're not in any danger, but you have to come back here. Maybe it's click a button, the light up there turns on, and then you have to go up the parkour and turn the button back off. I'd have to get redstone through somehow without making it look super artificial, but I do like that idea. I like the parkour idea just in general, because who doesn't like a little bit of parkour? How much do we have? Okay, we have a ton left. I'm liking this wall. I think I want to take this off and just slope it a little more gradual, just because it feels super steep. And I don't think I've topped any of this. So if I just start, yeah, it doesn't matter. I guess we'll do 2 wide. We'll just run these up 1 row at a time. And if I want to come back and kind of figure out how to gradient this later, I will. I'm not pressed about it right now. It is functionally just a wall. There's no reason for me to even be making a massive gradient. I'm making this more work for myself. But I really wanted to be proud of how Among Us came out, so we're going the extra mile. That's for sure. Biggest task, undertaking, whatever you want to call it, I've taken on ever in Minecraft. So this will be a learning experience by the time I get done, whether or not I do anything silly like this ever again. I just walked off the edge. Nice. Nice. Yeah, if you guys have any games, you're sitting here and you're just doing whatever, nothing, watching me be boring. Yeah, think of some game ideas, like super simple things. Like I don't know if anybody here has played the original Among Us, but there's like cross the wires. It's like a super mundane, silly task that just takes 10-15 seconds of a player's time. It's just enough of a distraction for somebody to, if they wanted to come up on you and kill you when nobody else is around. So just if you can think of anything, let me know. I'm trying to take the original rules from kind of the only Among Us game I've played, which is the original, and change them to fit into CraftWorks. So like this Duck Hunter or Target Hunter, whatever you want to call it, is kind of like the asteroids from the original Among Us map. And so, yeah, any ideas like that, I am all ears, and more than likely, your ideas are going to get put in here because I cannot think of 20 different games on my own. That's for sure. Secret carpets. Oh, yeah, you could put powdered snow, honey slimes. Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. Yeah, use some things to cover it up and bounce on that. That's actually a really good point. So like around here, this could just be all slimes under, you know, like moss carpet. You make a very, very valid point. Yeah, Cap, it was a mistake. It may be impressive. It was definitely a mistake. And the chicken thing, hilarious. Actually, I do like that idea. The only thing I have to prevent is animal deaths, because if anything dies, I mean, obviously the intent would not to be to kill the chickens, but if anything accidentally were to die, and then I'm down a chicken, I have to then, before another game starts, I'd have to get another chicken and get it in there, and could have like a box of prepared chickens, I suppose, that I could just dispense. That sounds awful. That sounds incredibly cruel. But yeah. Oh yeah, like sorting clothes. Oh, that's actually a good one. I like the sorting the clothes one. I think that one might actually play in well now. Ooh. So that gives me ideas. Like also based on the games is how I came up with the buildings in which the games go. Yeah, that's why I didn't do like I wanted to do the sheep one and collect like every color of wool, but then I was like, we have to have somebody go find all the different flowers, which could still be done. Get a bunch of dyes and carry in that. Like it just seemed like it was going to be a whole process, and I don't want to make the game hard to do. They're supposed to be super mundane, just things you don't even have to think about. They're not challenging. It's just a task you have to do. It's like vacuuming your room. It's like it doesn't really take any power. Do you want to have to do it? No. So yeah, that's kind of the vibe I'm going for. Let's see how this wall turned out. Okay, that's much more gradual. I like that. Kind of an odd little nook back here, which is a place for something to be put if we want to. There could be a building kind of nudged back in this corner. I do like the idea of maybe some sort of tower feature or something. But I do like the sorting thing. And I guess so that was where I was gonna, oh, that's perfect. I didn't know what to do inside I Got Junk. So I've got the core building here, and we'll put in the window fronts that Lane used. And I've put in a little bit of the interior. Here's obviously the mechanism that'll activate if somebody's killed in here, but maybe we kind of transition. This is like the cafe part or the trainer members room or whatever, you know, the break room. So there could be a separate game back here, but then maybe in here we modify some of his stuff and it's just sorting the colors out. I also have to make sure everything that I do game-wise is resettable. And by that I mean anytime somebody is killed in the game, or like the emergency meeting button is hit and everybody's taken back into the lobby for the voting process of like who to blame, I need all these games to reset automatically. So I'll need like Duck Hunter here. When I put these target blocks in, really, look how tall this is. When I put these target blocks in, I need to then send a pulse and turn them all back off if an emergency meeting's called or somebody sees somebody get killed. And that'll be tough. Wait, feeding a dog will get you what? Interesting. I like we can hold on, I'm trying to think. Hold on. I got an idea here. It could be called like vegetable soup or something, and it's just getting how many I mean, I guess there's just carrots and potatoes, right? That's all there is in beets. Carrots, potatoes, and beets, and throw them into. I like that. Hold on. I like that. I think that could be. That's a short task. Let me just make sure I make a note in here. Oh gosh. Carrot. Is that carrot? Carrot. That's cart. Carrot. I don't have room to. We're gonna misspell it, so I have room. Potato. And beet root. Get those 3 and take them somewhere. Maybe that can be to the cellar underneath Oda's bakery. Because I thought there was like a soup sign in here. I'll have to go look at his original one. So maybe it's coming in here and delivering those items. Where? Just a barrel? Like a chest or a barrel somewhere, I suppose would work. I want it to only sort out the items it needs, though. Could go like there. Anyways, I like that idea. It doesn't have to be in here. It doesn't have to be in here. It could be in a different... It could be a whole new building. Like, we've got room to expand. I'm going to put the zinc super smelter here, but I've got, you know, building rooms up in here. There's a little... I'm going to put a train station thing here. It's a different... I've designed one way too big. I'm going to have to downscale it. But we've got some room for some smaller buildings if we can think of anything. I like that idea, though. The feed the dog thing, though? Is that a thing? I don't have a dog here, I guess. Well, I got a dog behind me, physically, and in real life. But I don't have a dog in this game to test. If you feed a dog, do they give you... I'm confused. Do they give you stuff? Rotten flesh. Wait. Oh, he just made it. Okay, I get what you're saying. He made a thing that made it look like you quote. Oh, that's why I use quotes. I'm a dummy. He fed the dog and then it dispensed bone meal in its place. Gotcha. Okay, my brain was I was bamboozled. You had me there. You had me convinced that I could feed dog stuff and get bone meal. Also, should be a thing. All right. I like that though. I like the. Maybe one can just be something as simple as feed the dog. You know, that would be an easy one too. Just hide a dog somewhere. There's our party hanging out. Hide a dog somewhere, and then we can. I'm sure there's rotten flesh out the hoo-ha, so that's an option. All right. I'm not hating this shape. It's very flat. Yeah, you can use. Yeah, I'd have to figure out how those sculk sensors work. That's for sure. That reminds me, we're gonna take a little break here. By break, I mean from the building, and we're gonna take you down here to something that I was trying to figure out the other day. This guy. So I'm aware how this works. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, I want this to be a game between 4 and 8 players. 8 max, 4 is the minimum, otherwise it gets pretty boring. So I want there to be a player selector, and we'll put some numbers on a wall, but I only want people to be able to select 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. And when it activates that, it's going to send a different number of items to somewhere up top. I hope this all makes sense. I'm thinking about putting the player selector, there, the numbers. So whatever it needs to be positioned 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will probably change how that clock works on the back, but when that is selected, it'll drop 3 crafters and 1 imposter up to 7 crafters, 1 imposter. Not sure how that works quite yet. So that's some redstone I need to figure out. So that just reminded me when you said the sculk sensor thing, because I have no idea how sculk sensors worked. I'm still a little old school redstone-ish, so I will have to do some deliberate thinking and planning to get that to work for absolute certain. I cannot do that by myself. Ooh, I like that. Yeah. The honey bottle one. That's a fun one. Amazing. No, I'm actually learning. Yeah, because the food item would, redstone signal. That's a good point. So the only other thing is I got to make sure nobody eats anything in this game, because we want everybody to be on as few hearts as possible so that the imposter can get kills easier. I really don't know why I made that even. That's got to be moved. There's a hot air balloon shadow being cast. Nice. All right, well, we're getting close here with this. I think it's close enough that I can go ahead and pop in. I'm really still liking the idea of right here there being a nice geode in this wall. But I won't be able to... Can I place those thingies? I can't place a geocatalyst, but I can place the little sparkly bits, right? I think so. Yeah, there needs to be a geode in here. I think that would look really cool. I think hiding a shot in the backside of the geode makes for like a trick shot, you know? You gotta sneak it past all this. How does a geode shape? I gotta make sure we also got enough room. Which looks like I left myself plenty of space back here. I just want to have at least like a 3-block gap so the imposter can run from one side to the other outside the map and not get caught at times. But now I've got to figure out how to make a geode. I've struggled making a cliff up to this point, and now I want to make a geode. Just throwing that out there. That's a very symmetrical geode. That's not what we want. Maybe we can make it so we can get in the geode? I think that'd be kind of cool. Take out a few more of these guys. Geodes are pretty big, right? I'm gonna mess up my terraforming back here a bit, but that's okay. I think this is a good geode size. They're pretty... Yeah, it's kind of squished, like a squished geode shape. I like that. I think we gotta take one more of these guys out. That one right there, it's gotta go. And then we'll just squish it backwards. So, you know, something along the lines of that shape. And then with inside of this, obviously I'll fill into this point. That's not what I meant, but we'll see what that looks like. Can I just, yeah. Yeah, we can make that into a geode, like a little pocket there. I think it'll work. It will work. I'll make it work. And with that being said, then all of this gets to go. Nice. Take that off. I think I want to give a little bit more length to this side. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It's geodular, or whatever that would be. Ooh, I like the mineshaft one. Yeah, I've already considered a mineshaft game of sorts, and it's gonna go beneath the train station. We can zoom over here. That's what this elevation here is for. I'm gonna have to bring somehow the main path work around, and underneath here will be a mineshaft. And it'll be a very short mine shaft, nothing too big. Squad Mama, hey, welcome. I'm glad you could join us. It'll be a very brief mine shaft, but I'm thinking about also putting just barrels of coal in here, and you have to come down. I think actually I contemplated this. Either I put coal and stuff in here, but we're going to have a coal train on this, and I want to stoke the engines so the train can take off. It'll just be as simple as coming in and putting coal in the chest, and whatever. It'll turn on. That was the plan. But then I thought, well, what if I had some sort of tree farm back here and you had to make charcoal? It could be a long game. I don't know. We'll figure that one out. But that's a good geode hole. I like that. I don't know if that's what it's called. That's what it's called now. So I'm on the fence. I think I'm ready to at least put in the location of these target blocks. And maybe we'll get a bow out and see how untalented I am at shooting things. I need more redstone lamps. That is a bummer. I've got 6 target blocks, but I got 3 lamps. Do I have any more lamps in my redstones? Ah, yes, we do. Only takes this many. And I think I've been through this process before when I was designing this game. Figuring out how to make this turn on only when shot by a bow and then turn back off is probably my kryptonite. It's been awful. So I would like for the back side of this geode, there will be that right there. That'll be what you shoot from the position that we've determined, which is going to be, that's the center of the pipe, right? Oh, I'm too short. From, let's call it here. Just a rudimentary spot for now. Yeah, it could be for a blacksmith. That's a good point. Yeah, it's just about bringing, like, stoking the embers. It could be even, that could be the task you take into the bakery. Oda's Bakery, which I don't have steps for, apparently, has this giant oven, this big pizza, Dutch oven thing. It could just be as simple as bringing coal in here and putting it into something to keep the fire stoked. So that's a good point. It doesn't have to necessarily be for the train. Okay, so you can shoot that one. I want to put one down low, I think behind the waterfall. So I think I would like for it to go not directly behind it. Ooh, this is a harder shot. This corner right here. Oh! Well, it's a hole back there. Oh yeah, that's going to be a hard shot. Oh goodness. Yeah, I like that. Maybe some mid-tier shot, nothing too difficult. That's there. I might have to build this face out a little bit. Or I can put it here and just call it good. That should be an easy one to hit. Boom, boom, boom. It doesn't need to be 6. I just thought 6 is a good number. Oh yeah, a little hydration check. Maybe one way up here on the flat of the face wall thing. Maybe it's 5. One up here, one over there. That bottom one I think is going to be the hardest one to hit. I'm sitting here thinking. I think I want one up here for sure. That's 4. And then 5. I think 5. I think we're gonna downsize this a little bit. One little less redstone that I also have to figure out. So go me. That one's there. So kind of neutral between the two. So somewhere there. And then this one, I don't want it at the same height. I want them to all be a little bit different. So if I just kind of lower this one down there, and you know what? I've taken it back. Polar Peely Bro is in the house. Welcome, sir. How has your day been? How is the beginning of your weekend? I guess I keep asking everybody how your weekend's been. It's been a total of 5 hours for most people. I think I want a really hard one. Way up here at the pole. How does that look to shoot from down there? Does that look difficult? Oh yeah, you gotta sneak the arrow over that ledge. I like that. We gotta make sure we keep it at least that hard. We can make it maybe a smidgen's bit. We can make it a smidge bit easier if need be. Nah, we're leaving it hard. We gotta make it hard. Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Polar. Glad to hear that. Okay. I think I need my scaffold back. I think I'm going to, you know what? I think I have to. I think in order for me to make a game that people have to pass in order to, oh my gosh, my bamboo's going away. I think I also have to be able to complete these tasks in the allotted time. So with that said, let me go get a bow. And I think it'd be good to see if this is a 1-minute task, like I'm thinking for the long tasks, or if this maybe needs to be shifted back to short task if it takes less than 30 seconds. Now, a minute seems like a long time. There's a lot to shoot there, though. And if you're shooting this and somebody, you know, calls an emergency meeting, you get, you know, you have to restart. It's going to reset. So, buried alive, your cramped mazes. I love that idea. I love that idea. I wish there could be things that would kill players to make it a little more of a dangerous game, but the danger obviously is the other players. Because if anybody were to die outside of the hand of the imposter, where am I going? What did I say I was going to do? Oh, a bow. If somebody dies outside the hands of the imposter, then they die, unfortunately. I have one string. What an unfortunate day this is. Do I not have... I don't even have a bow? Wait. Oh. I don't have arrows. Actually, we've got some buddies over here that may... Did they despawn? They despawned. They despawned. Okay, well... Now I need arrows. And I don't have any. There may be a chance I have some back in the settlement. Let's go check it out real quick. Oh, trees. Nice. Also realize the music came to an end. Apologize there. Okay. Let me see. I have a bone. 2 arrows. I'm going to need way more. I need those for book and quill. Shoot. I mean, I know the crafters have tons of arrows, but... And I probably got a ton. Okay, well, I had enough fun. Wait, what is this? What is this? Giving you oh my... Giving you bones because I kept using the farm. What? Oh, has he been... He's been busy. She's all backed up again. Is it... Oh, no. I tried my best to declog this thing a while ago because I was using it. Where's the... That's for the bone meal, thank goodness. But this train of hoppers that goes up... Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Is probably completely full of stinking brown mushroom. Squad Mama, I have not built... Yeah. It literally cannot hold anymore. I guess some spots it can. Squad Mama, I have been considering next episode of CraftWorks. I am building something because I've got... Ever since you said that those can be put into a comparator or into a composter to make a bone meal, I've been super happy. And I need to get this done because I could have so much bone meal. Especially because those things like I could pump it backwards and behind in the bowels of this machine and have it make bone meal automatically. But don't worry, I haven't forgotten yet. Yeah, arrows. We're going to have to go back to spawn, unfortunately, because, well, I don't carry that business around here, apparently. Actually, do I? No, I definitely don't. Let's go to spawn real quick. Maybe we'll get to see a wild cap out here somewhere while we're running around. Ooh, actually... Yeah, they always need... You know what? I didn't even know they always need a bone meal, but now that I have that information... Ooh, wait a minute. Cap. The schematic of one of the cranes, if you could use it, it really takes a long time to climb the scaffolds. We could have it climb to do something. That would be amazing, actually. Oh, must be one of those guys. That scared me. Oh, I thought they gave regular arrows. Can we use spectral arrows? This seems like overkill. Does this work? Let's get rid of a couple of these guys. Wait. Nice. Okay, we're going to use these. That maybe I actually really like the idea. I was even considering using the old crane from that I used for Millie's flower farm. Oh, Lane, hey, welcome. I was thinking about using the one from Millie's flower farm, but I'm trying to use other people's stuff, and I think the crane would be pretty cool. We could also do a super duper, I went to the wrong portal. I don't want to be here. This is not where I want to be. A super duper miniature ship too in the pond. That's an option. Oh, I like that. Power line troubles. Just climb the crane to, where am I going? It could be as simple as going all the way top of the crane just to flip a leather. Like, it doesn't have to be, again, these tasks are just meaningless tasks to do. The only issue I can see with the crane task is it has to be a task in which the imposter could also get a kill at simultaneously. No worries. Phasmo is insane. Yes. Phasmo is an insane game. I played it one time, the demo, with one other friend. I think it's probably way better with a party. I've seen a lot of it. You know what? I won't say anymore, whether or not I am afraid of it or not. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So you can see how this is already starting. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. So it might be a 30-second task. Nice. Actually, I did it all. Yeah, maybe Duck Hunter gets turned down. I mean, that's... Honestly, I'm not upset about that. At all. I'm going to be real honest. I'm not upset about this at all. Just because... What have I done? This helps me fill in the first page. That was what I was worried about more. So if we just go down here and do number 5, which is almost halfway done with what we need for the amount of short tasks, Duck Hunter can go here. And since it's called Duck Hunter, I think I'll have to take a bunch of featherheads and stick them on the blocks. You did not hear that from me. Yeah, this is actually way easier as I miss twice in a row. What's happening? It's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. But again, you're standing here. You're really vulnerable. There's nothing you can do. The imposter can just come up right behind you. I thought that one would be way harder, but it arches like perfectly. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm happy that's the way that worked out. Mushroom mash. Wander into the off shoot in the sewer and get mushrooms for mushroom stew. That's hilarious. Mushroom mash. Yeah, I mean, this corridor here is a very dangerous corridor. I like the idea. It was just going to be skipping parts of the map, but I like actually, like you said, putting a task down here. I've got so many mushrooms, it's ridiculous. Unfortunately, you can't dispense them, but I could just put a bucket of mushrooms down here. Maybe a whole room of mushrooms, like, off in this early direction, and then just have a barrel in there where it's like grab some mushrooms to go make stew out of. But this is like a very good catch-all area where it's like, if you got in there with the imposter, like, you're donezo. That's it. That's all she wrote. Thanks, Elaine. I've got the junk store here. I'm going to have to do some modifications, so, you know, it's going to go under a renovation. The shell's going to be the same, but in here is going to, we're going to have to tear some stuff up. I think we're going to do some sort of, I think we're going to have 2 games. I think we can have a task in here and a task in here. Just don't know what those are yet, so. Oh! Sounds good. See you, Cap. I didn't need to type that to you because you're in here too, but thanks for coming and hanging out. Yeah, I also don't know what to do. I just loved Norm's building, this little, like, county shed thing. And so I've got it set up to do something in here. I just don't know what yet. To be determined. I like the idea of using this, though. Yeah, we just got some fun things. I do like the parkour pier instead of podcast pier, doing a little parkour out over the water. And then one of Cap's towers. I do like that. Let's detach here. If we did Cap's tower, like crane. Trying to think of an area. We gotta watch out for our balloons. Sounds good, Cap. Goodbye. Everybody say bye, Cap. And then while you're all saying bye, Cap, don't forget to like the stream. I think, yeah, like there's a good spot here for a tower crane to come straight up and maybe just have it angled out over the water. And I like the idea of going up the crane, but what's the task? It could be as simple as you guys said, just flipping a lever. And it is kind of, so there is something interesting. Ooh. Yeah, yeah, that's my thought too, is like stocking the store. I just had a thought. So there's the comms room. There's the comms room in Among Us, where you can sit and watch the comms, obviously. Yeah, we could downsize it for sure. Absolutely. We can chop it off halfway, or maybe have half of it laying on the ground, half of it built like it's in process. But I like the idea of that being, so there's a security room in Among Us in the original map where you can sit on cameras and you can watch other people, so you can maybe catch a kill without doing you're not doing your task. And if nobody finishes their tasks, like obviously the game goes until you guys finish. So it could be a place where a person could come up and sit in the crane and it'd be kind of like being on cameras. You can look around, you can watch what's going on in the game, so you may be able to catch a kill, and then like you could hurry up and be like, oh gosh, and jump down in the water and run inside and hit the emerge button. I think we put the crane in here without a task. It'll just be a place, a lookout post where you can sit up here, and it's like I said, it's like being in security and cams, and the imposter could also see that you're up there and choose not to kill if he knows he's going to be caught. So I love that. Great pitch, Cap. Great pitch. Okay. Back to business. I've got to get this redstone done, which I missed. Needs to all come out the back here. And gotta figure observation task. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, I gotta figure out the heck this is gonna work. So, okay. Here comes some redstone ingenuity here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5's underneath, and 6 is like, it's right here somewhere. I gotta dig it out of the wall. Where are you at? My wall's too thick if I can't find my button. Is it really? Ah. Okay. Yeah. So the problem that I'm having with this is I've got to figure out. Hey, I appreciate that. I don't know if I go as far as saying we're geniuses, but it was a pretty good idea, and I'm going to give Cap full credit. I love that idea. Put our brains together on that one. The crane could be cams, and the power troubles could be flipping a level that unlocks the obstructed windows. True. Yeah. Or lever. Yeah, I don't know why I read that level. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Or here's another layer to that. Maybe the only way to get on cams, let's sleep off the night here. We don't have Cap sleeping away our night now. The only way to use the crane is you have to unlock like the security gate at the bottom, and that's a task to unlock the security gate. It's like, could it be called unlocking security gate? And it's as simple as like completing a redstone circuit with the right levers. I think we'll do that. I like that actually. I'm just gonna call it unlocking security. So now we're halfway done with I think the amount of tasks that we need. I think a dozen is going to be plenty, because we're also going to have probably half a dozen long tasks and then maybe another half a dozen. Let's see, half a dozen commons. We do 6 commons, 6 longs, and 12 shorts. That'll be, oh gosh, 12 cubed is, yeah, there'd be a lot of variations of tasks, right? How does that work? I took statistics. Hold on. How does statistics work? So you have 3 options, and you've got 3 options of 3 options. That's 9. That'll be 12. So it'd be 124 different combinations, right? Wait, hold on. if you had 3 options and 3 different ways they could go, yeah, it's squared. So 12 squared is 144 plus 72. So it's like 200 different options of the way this game can be played based on which pieces you get, which I think is perfect. So yeah, I like unlocking that. I think we have to make sure that that's a task on everybody's paper all the time. But then I guess some games you wouldn't be able to get up there. If nobody got random rolled, if nobody ended up getting unlocking security, then nobody gets to use the crane. I think it's a viable level. I mean, that makes some games harder than others. You have to use different tactics to avoid detection from the imposter. I like that. Okay, where was I going with all of this? We need to figure out this. So I need, every time you shoot these, I want these lights to stay on, in the on position after you shoot them once. So I need a signal to come out of the back of this. And it pulse once. You're going to watch me melt my brain here. A pulse to come out. It's going to activate that light. The light's going to stay on indefinitely until they're all done and the pulses reset. Or the game resets all the pulses. Okay. Let's think this through. We need redstone. And your guys' brains to help me decipher what I just said and put that into redstone logic. So, concrete. And as much junk as I can find in this box that has to do with redstone. We'll grab some hoppers and some dealy-mabobs, maybe some pistons. We don't need this. Observers. That's a lot of redstone stuff. I think we've got everything we need. Let's see if we can quickly, without the use of creative, figure out how to make a kind of a T flip-flop situation, but it needs to be powered from 2 different directions, literally simultaneously. I'm going to dig this out, give ourselves some room to play with. I got to be able to fit it, and it's got to be repeatable. So, that gets power. I didn't keep my bow. That's so unfortunate. That gets power. It turns on. It sends out a pulse. I want that to activate a... Yeah, I want that to activate a piston. But it's going to turn back off. Because these don't stay on. So when this gets activated, I want this piston to... I kind of want it just to push up. I kind of just want it to move this. What am I doing here? Yeah. I'm thinking really hard. The wheels are spinning. I need... Let's get rid of some more junk here out of the way. Sends a signal. Okay. We could use an observer here. Who sees that, pulses. But I need that pulse to only happen once. I think actually, do I have something for this? Okay, hold on. Let's grab our stick. I tried to save. Oh, geez. I just messed something up. Really. I just moved a schematic somewhere. Let's load a schematic. I think it's a hub death beacon. Well, it's here. It's here where? No, that doesn't help, right? No, that little thing I just loaded does not help. Okay. What if I'm looking for redstone storage? I've got to unload this other schematic. What have I done? Incorrect, wrong. I'm kind of looking at it as it flashes through. All right. Not sure I gleaned any wisdom from there. So, I really need to be able to test this. Let me grab my bow back real quick. Where did I put this bow? Oh, goodness. Okay. I think once I figure out one, I just got to do it 5 more times. Let's break this out. If I shoot this. Yeah, 1 tick. Okay, so that shoots a tick. I want that to move a block. But then I want it to get stuck. I want that to move a block and get stuck. And that blinks twice. That's the part that I'm going to have a problem with. Does it blink twice? Hold on. Does it blink twice with the redstone? Do we know? If I just do that, does it pulse this twice? No, it's once. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking. I'm processing. What if I... That's going to move. That's fine. That can go like that. That's going to push that over. He's going to see that change. And then when it moves over here, I want this guy to see that. And this guy to see that. Right? Oh, God. What did I do? Oh, no. Stop. Okay. That was not the answer. But this should move. We should see. Oh, but these stinking things flicker twice, don't they? Like, even if I were to come back over here and put it this, these things flicker twice. Yeah. Oh, it's a bummer. Okay. Okay. Anybody got any ideas yet? You wouldn't believe that I built that in this moment. Okay. So we are the champions. We know that if we shoot that, that's going to push this out. I think I can't have a double signal strength thing. I think that's the problem. But this guy could move over. And power something. I just have to get a signal back into this without affecting this guy. What, am I crazy? Does that work? No, but that might. Well, oh no. Okay. Now I need... This is fine. This is fine. No problem, Blazer. We're going to get through this. We're going to get through this together. If I'm going to sit down and do a couple hours of redstone later tonight or tomorrow, I will. Because I had this almost working before. Maybe we need to pop into the single player world and check this out. Actually, you know what? I think it's time for a little road trip. I think it's time for a road trip. It's dark out. let's take these 10 minutes that we got. Let's head over to the redstone testing world. I want to see what kind of magic that I did. So let's go pop over there real quick. Let's just BRB by the CraftWorks. Single player area 51. And then we should be able to, if it'll load, there's a lot of junk in here. Should be able to bring her back, and we are in the redstone world where all of the magic happens, where all my different phases of redstone learning. Wait, oh, what is that from? Oh, that's Yahtzee over there. Interesting. So this is the original Among Us map way back when. There's a lot of work to go still. Here's my crappy little waterfall. You can see how much things have changed, like crazy. Oh, what on earth did I do here? Okay. Wait, what? Oh, target blocks above. Moves the piston over, slides that down. What is this? Oh, so the single pulse. Yeah. Sticky piston. Doesn't matter if that double triggers, because that's not a sticky piston. It pushes the block down, the block stays. This pushes it back up when it's retracted. And the furnace is just there because it's an immovable block. Okay. I think the reason it's set up this way, so the only thing that's crazy is you shoot 1, 2, 3, 4. This one only had 5. I guess I've made it harder by adding a whole nother block. But after you shoot 5, they'll all be lit. But I guess I technically don't have a way of resetting them. Did I put a button over there? Did I just... There it is. Reset button. I think I said, I don't know how to redstone. Put a reset button. You get all of them on. You click the button, turn them off. It's like a submit your votes thing. Okay. I guess it's also a way to reset in case somebody does half of the game and leaves. Yeah. I suppose it's the best way to do it. I suppose I was smart. Okay, so we just need to sticky piston, observer, piston. That. Is everybody tracking this? You all got it? I'll screenshot it. We're good, right? Did I screenshot it? I did. Okay. I think we can copy this. I think we can do this. And then I think it also resets when the game resets. Where's my hand at? Where's the reset button? If I reset the game... Yeah, that moved all of these back up. Okay. All right. I think I got it. I think I understand. Back to CraftWorks we go. Here we go. Multiplayer, CraftWorks, loading in. I think we can get this done so that I can rest my sweet little eyes because they're getting hydration check real quick. Because they're getting heavy. I've got to invert all of our thingamabobs now. Where am I going? I've got to switch all these around, unfortunately. Oh, there's another party hanging out over here. I don't think it makes it any easier or any harder to hit. Don't you me? Oh, I made these walls so that specifically mobs can't get over. Nanner. That wall might not actually be done, unfortunately. Brooklyn, welcome. All right, so if I pop in... I think there's a... Oh, I didn't pay attention. I think that's fine. Sticky piston. Wrong. Incorrect. Sticky piston into an observer who's gonna shoot that signal down. Something already looks amiss. Into a regular piston. Into a block of redstone. This is like me testing if I paid attention in class. And I don't think darn it. I don't think I did. I think we need to test. Oh, I see the problem. I knew something looked weird. This needs to go here. And that will activate a line of redstone that is placed down below. This has to be sticky piston or sticky block proof, but this can be white. And we can box this back in to cover things up. Piece of redstone. And we need like a furnace or something, which I hope we have. I thought scaffold weren't solid blocks. That's rude. I have 5. I have 5 and I need 6, but I think I've got more cobblestone than anyone could dream of. Huh, is right. And now we're back to business. We will poke this in here? Question mark? Okay, perfect. Now I've got to... What was that? Now I've got to reset it. I also need to shoot one of these guys, these spectral arrows, because they're cool. Yeah. I'm a skilled fighter, sir. I've been duck hunting. I just had to say something. Come on. How? Nice. Any buddies around here? Okay. Anyways, no more distractions. This all works fine and dandy. The reset system does not because it's not hooked up, which is fine. Yep, it's fine. I think I'll put in... We'll put this in here, maybe. Some little scaffold action, and I believe all this was a slime, which I do not have. Why am I carrying this junk? All right, need a slime. Surely I've got 6 slime. That's really unfortunate. We'll have to get some more slime. I think this ends up being a slime block. Not that one. We're sliding. We're slipping and sliding. We'll have to fix that hole. That's a problem. And then underneath that is a sticky piston that feels wrong. Why does that feel wrong? Does a regular piston stick to slime? Am I dumb for not knowing the answer to that? Does that stick? Because the slime is just sticky? The answer is no. This has to be a sticky piston. That's actually interesting, though. That doesn't work the other way. I mean, right? Like, doesn't that makes no sense that wouldn't stick to anything. It sticks to everything. Well, anyways, that is pretty much all she wrote. We just have to get power to those pistons, which is easy to do with the push of that button. So that's everything. And we can just do it a billion more times. Just gotta break everything because we put it all in there the wrong way. Take it all apart. Take one down, pass it around, and well, you know the rest. But we need more stuff. Okay, so I will have to go get more redstone because we need a ton of slime blocks and a ton of sticky pistons. Why do I keep thinking I'm seeing something? And a ton of sticky pistons. but we should be able to pretty easily get this all wired up. And then the obvious is before we had a reset button. So I like the idea of coming into this, I don't know, corral thing here. So you come in, you get up in this little corral. Maybe we'll put some, can we build that right now? How do I want this to go down? The button has to send the signal down, but this pipe is in the way, so we can't go through the pipe. We're going to have to offset this. Which way makes this more difficult? I don't know if I want to be closer to that. Ooh, I like it kind of being over here. What if it was here? You got a pretty good shot to that one, that one, that one. The bottom one's kind of difficult, but that one you got like a little window through the water there. I think I like this angle. And we're farther away from the shop, so it doesn't, and we can't be seen as easy from everywhere. If somebody has to be in Oda's or in the barn to be able to see anybody, or the crane, to see anybody get killed over here. So I think what I'll do is I'll put a barrel full of bows and arrows in here. Yeah, let's put a barrel full of bows and arrows, and then we'll do some sort of corral that you stand in. You just kind of walk in. You get things along the edges here, whatever. And then when you finish, you click a button. That sends a signal down, which should make that a redstone signal. And so on and so forth. It carries underneath, all the way over, spreads out, powers everything. No, that works perfect. I like that. Okay. I've determined that's what's happening right there. Get rid of this junk. I think this also gives us a pretty good ability to put another emergency button in here. So I think if somebody's over here playing Duck Hunter and they die, right here, I think we put a button. Yeah, right here. Do I want to, is that too close to anything? Is anything? I think we're okay. Maybe I put it on forward would be weird, but it's more hidden back here. Yeah. Right here on this wall. I hate to tear stuff down, but this could be another submittal button. Oh, we don't have a redstone lamp. But anyways, you get the gist. These things, you come in, you press the button, you save the day. This is white concrete. That ends up being a redstone lamp, which we were out of now. And that's for this area over here. I like that. That'll work. That'll work. Boy, I feel like we haven't really got a whole lot done. I mean, this is going to take a ton more time just figuring out how to put all this together. I mean, figuring this redstone out was big. Going forward now, at least I can wire the rest of those and get those in working fashion. I need, again, gonna have to do some redstone runs. Apparently didn't realize that I didn't think they took that much redstone, to be real honest with you. But that's fine. That's why we're here. That's why we're hanging out, figuring things out. This is the behind the scenes process of me struggling to do literally anything. Am I missing anything? No. So I guess before we come to a close, because it's midnight, late enough for me. I think I just want to double check. And actually, I'm going to scroll through chat and maybe we'll put down a few more of these things to come up with some good ideas. I didn't write them all down because I was busy chit-chatting. But let's see. We had a lot of suggestions from Blazer. We've got the parkour. I think maybe let's just do like this is the common tasks. Let's do, I've done that every single time. Let's do another page. Let's just do ideas, thoughts. I like the parkour that's in there. Observation crane. That's a fantastic idea. Thanks, Cap. I like the sorting armor. J Hutch, welcome, welcome. Yeah, you know, yeah, my chest monster, it's a thing. It's a thing. I mean, but it's a thing when you're building an entire, oh goodness, let me sleep before I go back out there. It's been a couple days. When you're building an entire map from scratch. Thankfully, this chest monster is not all my doing. I did, this may look monstery. Yeah, it may look monstery, but you know what? I sorted all this, so this is all my rough stones, all my cobbles and gravels, and this is all my smooth guys that we got silk touched, and this is all my dirts. I did organize, kind of. Then you just got all these boxes that just have, you know, random junk scattered about. I mean, it's kind of organized. I put as much wood as I could in here, and stone bits, and coppers, and other stone bits, and yeah, I'm trying my best. I appreciate it, Hutch. I appreciate it. Where's my ideas page? Phew, I thought we lost it. Wait, I did lose it. Did it not save? Oh. Common tasks. We'll figure this page out later. This page is boo. Ideas. Thoughts. I hear a zombie. Shoot. What did we even talk about? We talked about observe crane. And then what was the other one? Oh shoot, this is why I shouldn't get distracted. The observation crane. It's gonna come back, and give it a minute. Give it a minute. Parkour. Parkour, there it is. 32. We're skipping 3 through 31. Okay, the grandma's errands, but I think we got that one. That's the, oh no, that's not the one. No, it is. That's the veggie stew. Ooh, I liked the mushrooms stew. That was a good idea, to go down to the sewers and pick some mushrooms. That's hilarious. I like the mine run. The mine run sounds fun. I wonder if I could do something where it's like press a button, you just gotta run to the other side and grab something before, like a vault run kind of thing. I'll put vault here. I will never remember why I put vault there, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I could go back. I can go back and watch myself, but you know what I don't like doing? I don't like listening to myself talk. That's crazy. It's nonsense. Ooh, power troubles. That has to do with the crane, but I like that. Power troubles, I think, is like turning on security. It's like, yeah, this gives us, I'm gonna, you know what? Oh, unlocking security. We got it there. Power troubles is something else we can do, something somewhere. Okay, let me hit done so it saves. And then I think just a quick flight out. And let's head up top. We'll head up mid because I didn't make it. I do want to quickly fly around because there is some other tasks that I know I can write down real quick. Shoot. So fishing is on the list. It's fishing until you catch a cod, cook a cod, then deposit cod. And maybe I make it 3 just to lengthen that, to make it a long task. If I just dash 3, yeah, of course. Yeah. I'll just won't put cook on there. So that's that one. The podcast. Okay, this is a good one. This is a good one. I think this one is gonna take long. I think instead of podcast pier, shoot, it's parkour pier. Is that how you spell parkour? I before E, except after C. Don't forget that. Oops. I'll see you later, Tara. We're getting ready to close down here sometimes shortly anyway. So thanks for coming and hanging out, man. Pressure plate room, just a bunch of pressure plates might do something. I do like that. I do like the pressure plate thing. I thought about something. Thought I saw a note on a sign. I thought about doing some sort of room where you just have a bunch of buttons and it's just random. Like it's just pressing a bunch of buttons until one of them turns on. I think we'll try to do something with that. I'll figure that out later. This is a confusing one. I want to do something in the barn. Like, of course. Maybe this is making a hay bale. I'm going to plant some crop. Like, there's a lot to map to go here. I think I'm going to plant some wheat fields here. Maybe some pumpkins and stuff back here. So we have other things we can add to the map too. But I almost gotta kind of find functionality for these buildings. I think the veggie stew can come down in here. We've already got a thing set up, so the veggie stew can come into the cellar. Don't know what to do with the bakery yet, top side of the bakery, but then there's like, I brought E's house from Spawnville over here. I recreated it. It's empty. We could put a game in here, or a task at least. Not sure what that, I mean, this is kind of a corridor to break off the mine shaft that's going to go in here. This is going to be the super smelter zinc made, so I'm still thinking about, yeah, something to do with charcoal, etc., etc. I've got to figure that out. So I guess maybe I don't have as many games that I thought we did I could write down. Same thing with Cube's lovely shop here. Like there is potential. I just don't know what it is. I just gotta maybe I gotta go through all the Among Us challenges again and write them all down, like crossing the wires and things like that. There's like super menial tasks that you can do in a couple of seconds, and I think there's opportunity for those here. Just not sure what capacity at this moment that those are available, but it has been 2 hours. It is midnight. I know. Simon Says. I love that. I love that as like a standalone game. To be real honest with you, Simon Says, just play that with the crafters would be hilarious. Oh, I'm just getting, like, I'm just walking around just getting ideas. They're just flooding in my head, but I can't keep my head on straight because there's so much more to do here. I've got maybe half the map built. I'm really proud of the process in the last 3 to 4 weeks that I've made on this. So, I mean, 3 to 4 weeks ago was just a hole in the ground. So that's exciting news. But yeah, I think again, it's getting late. It's been a couple hours. We've made progress. Really forming this book is probably the biggest benefit that we've done today, because this is going to help me formally set out a plan venturing forth. So I do like that. 23, you think, is the highest on 3. So yeah, I think that's we're gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna read every single stinking one of the Among Us. Oh my goodness, almost called a Craft Us. I've already decided it's a new game. I'm gonna go through and read all of the Among Us tasks, and I'm gonna read them to myself. I'm gonna read what they are. I'm gonna see if I can spin those around and create CraftWorks games in Minecraft that we can do in this map. And we've got a lot of places left here to build, so I've got my hands full. But I will be back. I think tomorrow I'm also going to be live as well. It may not be Minecraft. It may not be CraftWorks. I might be playing something a little different. I've been heavy on the Minecraft for quite some time now, trying to catch up from my hiatus during my marathon training. So I'm ready to get back. Ready to take a step back, I guess I should say, and, rest up a little bit, change the pace, do something different, something silly maybe, we'll see. But I do appreciate all of you guys for coming and hanging out. Thanks, Hutch, Tara, Squad Mama, Blazer. We had Cap and Lane and all you guys that jumped in here. I had a fantastic time. I hope you guys had a good time, and I guess I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you guys in the next one. So thank you all. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all the things in between. Until next time, stay crafty, stay courageous, and you all know, stay beautiful. Goodbye.